Hello, hello. Ah, I'm on the wrong channel. Hi, Love Doll. Hey, oh, excuse me. Hey, carrying me through. I am good. I promised you guys some animals today. And as promised, because that's important to me, no, it is not. Um, I did. I brought a bug. Not a bug, because there's a difference. A bug is an insect, and it has a little needle tucked underneath its body. Probably shouldn't use my middle finger for that. So this is the mouth part. Nope. Not on my channel. And they go boop. Now, and that's how they feed. Not a mosquito, but a kissing bug, that's a bug. A stink bug is a bug. These are beetles. Beetles have chewing mouth parts. Let's see. And these are about the coolest insects. So if you notice, see all the holes? I don't know if you can see the holes or not. See the holes? Those are done by this beetle. Now, this beetle that I'm going to show you is called a, where am I now? The same place I am every Wednesday or every Friday in my home. That is done by a beetle. It's not a very big beetle, but it is the coolest beetle that I know of. I live in the greater Chicago area. Same place I always am. I live in a house on the earth. I don't live I said the greater Chicago area. It covers parts of Illinois, Indiana, and Wisconsin. And I am at my house. So the animal that we're talking about tonight Sam, you're asking a lot of questions. Hi, Aaliyah. Hold on, guys. There's somebody at my door. I gotta go downstairs and answer it. I'll be right back. Sorry. My brother needed me. No, it was my brother. Why would you ask that? No, I think it's creepy that somebody would ask that question. Oh, great. Yeah, I saw it. Okay. As I was saying before I was interrupted, these are the coolest animals that I know. Well, not the coolest animal that I know. No. Why would they escape? It's probably not going to focus. But that right there is the beetle. And it's probably not going to focus on them really well. That this is a tortoiseshell beetle. So the black that you're seeing is part of the shell. And there's actually a clear area surrounding him. So these guys feed on they feed basically on yep. They feed on a lot of nightshades. And since this happens to be a potato leaf, and potatoes are a type of nightshade, it only makes sense that they would feed on them. Now, the good news is this leaf, although it's damaged, is not dead. Well, it is now, but they don't kill the leaf. As a larva, they're actually pretty well camouflaged. Hey, Dark Angel YT, who's the young smart mouth that just came into my live? You can't even see my face. So how do you know if I'm old? So anyway, these guys can be found. They can be pests, but they're going to be feeding on eggplants, tomatoes and peppers, if you have those in your garden. As well as native nightshades. The larva actually will cover themselves in their feces and make a disguise that way. Dark Angel, if you're going to be here, you're going to be polite or you're going to be gone. That's your last warning. So if you do see these on your tomatoes or whatever, you don't have to kill them. They only will do one generation in our area, and then you can basically let them go on their merry way. Now, they will go through a complete metamorphosis, meaning there's an egg, a larva, pupa, and then the adults. And what you're looking at right now is the adult. I was hoping I could get it to focus. Maybe what I can do is type it in to the, if I typed it in, you could look it up later. But they are super cute. Nope. I don't believe so. I've never held them, so I really don't know. But they're herbivores. They eat plants. Now, the adults themselves, and this is an adult, only lives for a few weeks. So, well, like I said, I don't know how big their mouths are. I don't know. I've never been bit, but then again, I've never held them. So now there are 3,000 there's more than 3,000 species of these beetles worldwide. They are less than a half inch in length. Adults typically don't go very far after they've hatched. Some of these guys, as larvae, will cover themselves in old molts, some in their feces. These guys, when they are threatened, will actually like compress their shell over where they're at so that predators can't get into them. That is why they call them tortoiseshell beetles. Hi, Can. I don't know. I don't know where he's at. Oh. So there's another one. Ooh, sorry. Didn't mean to do that, guys. It's on the move. I think they're cute. So there's also a golden, I don't know. The golden tortoiseshell beetle. Yeah, it's not really working, is it? Hi, Can 3D. I'm doing good. The golden tortoiseshell beetle, which looks really, really cool, feeds on morning glory, sweet potatoes, and bindweed. There are 345 species of tortoiseshell beetle in the United States. Hi, grape soda. Yep. That's how they got their name, tortoiseshell beetle. There are at least 3 species of these guys in my home state, this being one of them. Okay. So these guys again, there's a eggplant tortoise beetle, and they feed on nightshades. Up north, these guys only have one generation of beetles every year. But these guys are even cooler if you can find them in your area. Well, I have not given this guy really a reason to fly. To speak of. So hopefully he won't fly. I just thought they were cool, and I was hoping you'd be able to see them, but not so much. So the head is facing up right now. Males are smaller than the females. So I don't know if this is a male or a female. But there's another one right there. That blotch inside the jar that you can't see. You're not going to be able to see it. But I was looking for something to show you guys, and I found these, and I thought, you know what? I'm going to use these guys. because I thought they were pretty cool. So I'm going to put him up. As carefully as I can. But I hope you guys enjoyed that little peek into the animals of the garden. I saw holes on the potato leaves and was hoping somebody was on it. It's not what I was hoping to find. Because I've already talked about these guys on the channel before, just not in a live setting. Hi, Transport Time. Would you like to see the critter that I brought in from the garden? Uh-oh. There he is. He's right there. Unfortunately, I'm afraid I don't want to hurt him. $130. Ugh. They're not very big. But that's that is a tortoiseshell beetle. That black, what looks like an ink blot. I think they're pretty cool. You can see him turning. He's back up on the leaf. But these guys are pretty cool little things. They usually spend most of the day on their leaf doing whatever tortoiseshell beetles do. Most people would never even notice them because they don't hang out on the top of the leaf. They tend to hang out on the bottom where they can hide. Well, he's moving at a pretty good clip. These guys are super, super cool. They're just one example of what's out there if we just take a minute to look. Now, in this case, you do have to have the food plants that are out there for them. And we happen to have the food plants that they like. So, anyway, that is our beetles that I promised, or the animals that I promised. I thought that was a lot better than talking about roots. Can we talk about dinosaurs? I don't know. What dinosaur do you want to talk about? Did I say that? I don't understand why everybody wants to talk about T-Rex. I really don't. I mean, apart from the fact that they're impressive, I guess. They might. That I don't have, and I don't know a super lot about it. But this is T-Rex. He's not the fastest dinosaur. He's not the largest dinosaur. He's just a famous dinosaur. But this is him. They have some of the smallest arms that I've ever seen. They were. I would imagine so. I would imagine any sound that we use for a dinosaur, probably fake. Maybe except for Paracephalosaur. He is the largest airport by mass, not by height. You mean the largest dinosaur? Theropod? Not sure what you mean by that. They do have some pretty, like, they are somewhat impressive. I've always wondered how big their babies were because could you imagine getting chomped? They estimated the size of a baby T Rex. They would be approximately 1 meter or 3 feet long. This is roughly the size of a border collie or a skinny turkey. Despite their relatively small size at birth, they were the largest hatchlings to ever emerge from eggs. I don't know if that's true. They would undergo an incredibly rapid growth spurt, gaining about 3 kilograms or 6 pounds per day for 13 years, eventually reaching adult size of over 12 meters or 40 feet long, weighing around 8,000 kilograms or 8 tons. Okay, goodbye. Whoops. I forgot to do a poll. Is anybody else here? Because you guys went quiet. Make sure I didn't accidentally click somebody out. He meant dinosaur. But I'm not even sure that's really right. Yeah, I think this is going to be a short live. Baptism tomorrow. Hoo, hoo, hoo. And then we have another baptism the following week. I'm excited. I gotta go out and put those things back where I found them. Or try to, anyway. I sort of get the fascination with dinosaurs. I don't know. Went down and played with the puppies for a little bit. Well, not puppies, but the dogs. That was fun. Always fun to hang out with the dogs. Sometimes I need that. Though I should have actually gone into the backyard and actually played with them instead of just through the fence, but they were right up on the fence, and if I were to let them out, that would be a problem. So I just played with them through the fence. No, love doll. They're not puppies. They're my brother's dogs. I call them puppies because sometimes they act like puppies. I'll see if I can show you. I love when I sign on to Facebook and I get notifications about birthdays. Oh, I was going to show you puppies, right? Gosh darn it. Gonna try to show you puppies if I can do it without. No, it's just a matter of it's not a really good picture. I just have to do this without showing off my identity. That's Cyrus. He's sort of a bum. He's a pity. And then I really have to be careful. I don't want to be giving out my name. I gotta find the other pup. Oh, this is. Never mind. This is a better picture of him. Yeah, I did. That's what he looks like. He's a sweetheart, at least with me. He's my buddy. I just got it up a little bit ago. And then That's the other puppy. The other pup. She is a German Shepherd. Her name is Ivy. I don't know why you would call a dog Ivy, but whatever. Yes, she is. And she is the best. They have a German Shepherd and a Pit Bull. And honestly, I wouldn't trade either one of them for anything in the world. They are the best dogs ever, as far as I'm concerned. At least those two. He will sit with you for hours. She likes to sort of run around and be a dork. But aw. I've only had German Shepherds, and now I don't have anything. So tomorrow's video is going to, I just closed my Chromebook. Tomorrow's video is going to be on Tasmanian Devils, and then lives are going to be, one is, I think the 6 o'clock live is on Komodo Dragons, and I don't know what the 1 p.m. live is. But I need to, after I, yep. She's actually older. I don't know her exact age. But I know Komodo Dragons is on the menu for tomorrow. Is it marine iguanas that we're doing, Carol? At 1? It's something and I don't remember what it is. And I closed my Chromebook. A closed Chromebook is my only weakness. Probably only gonna go till 8 because I have stuff to do and no place to go tomorrow. So I feel like live is lagging tonight. Weird. No, I meant at my end, it's like really slow. Oh yeah, there's a Chihuahua too. So my brother has a Chihuahua, a Pit Bull, and a German Shepherd. Who's only kind of crazy. Ivy is the best dog, though. Like, she loves all of my brother's grandkids. She's like, gotta watch them, gotta love them. She's absolutely nutsoid about the kids. Hates fireworks, but loves the kids. I don't know. One of my nephews was dating a girl, or a young lady, and she had, no, my brother's pit bull will chase them. I don't know what it is, but she had a Chinese crescent, and they are anything but cute. Like, it's funny because Ivy will want to be outside with you on the 4th of July, but the minute there's any bangs, she got to be inside. Okay, that's what I thought. Sorry, I'm looking at something on my wall. um so little bit of guidance from me, the nature guy. If you ever go to Yellowstone, do not drink from the thermal pools. It's a really bad idea. Yes, with this closed, I can't do anything, and I don't want to open it back up. So, by the way, if you have Amazon Prime was hacked. Yeah. But if you go to Yellowstone, please don't drink any of the water from the thermal areas. I don't know when they were hacked. I just know that I saw it when I was checking news on my phone. I don't know what all they got. Anyway, guys, I'm going to say goodnight because I got to eat again. And you guys are tired, so I'm going to sign off. What? Do you not want me to go? Did you want to stay and chat? I thought people were tired. Oh, my back itches. I don't know why. Well, I can get learning from them. I didn't know I was entertaining. The only time that my lives get really fun and entertaining is when we get trolls. Hello, Mr. Beans. What? You? Yeah, guys, I'm sorry. I was gonna try and make you guys happy and stay in chat, but I gotta eat. I will be on again tomorrow at 1 p.m. Hopefully. And I will hopefully see you then. You're okay. Thank you for coming in. Sorry, Mr. Beans. Gotta go.